barely 17 years old, but the super talented Hilary Duff is already a TV star, a recording star, and now she's a bona fide movie star. In her latest film, Raise Your Voice, she plays an aspiring singer whose life is transformed by a summer at a performing arts school.
Fine is not going to win us the scholarship. Okay, it's got to be right. And I'm not going to give up until I nail it. I'm driving nuts. It doesn't matter, it doesn't matter, it doesn't matter how long it takes. Believe in yourself and you'll fly.
Hilary Duff, good morning.
Good morning, how are you?
It's so great to see you again.
Good to see you too.
Oh my gosh, you've been so busy. You've done like 3 movies this year and 2 albums, and you're working like crazy, aren't you?
It's good though. I'm a little tired, but it's so good, you know, that I get to do both things. It makes it really fun for me, so.
And this was such a great vehicle, a great movie for you, although you did have to kind of sing badly in parts of the movie.
You know
was
what?
That a little odd for you?
The movie's like a little more dramatic, you know, there's like lots of tragedy that happens and this girl has lots of struggles that she has to deal with, but like everyone always says to me, they're like, weren't the crying scenes the hardest for you? I'm like, no. Like, she goes through a transformation of like starting out singing and like learning how to do it to ending up being really good. And it was hard to get up there and be like really shy and like timid and try and sing really bad because I always want to sing good, you know, like I want to make people happy. And I was like embarrassed on set, like I wonder if they know that I'm supposed to be singing bad right now. You know?
They think I'm really not all that good. I know, it totally goes against type there.
Right.
But she's from a small town in Arizona, and she's very talented, but she endures this family tragedy. She's just dying to go to the summer music school, and her father is absolutely dead set against it.
And I think that, you know, when the tragedy happens, her whole life she's just been a pleaser, and she feels like trapped in this town. She's like, I have to get away, you know, and the mom is very supportive, but she's torn with, like, trying to make her daughter happy and have her daughter, like, work through what's happened in the family, and then, you know, try and make the dad happy, and it's just, you know, like, the mom is trying to help, and I have, like, a crazy Aunt Nina that's very supportive of me going to this school, who's played by Rebecca De Mornay, and she kind of, like, sneaks me off, and it's a really great story, and all the characters have, like, a lot of depth to it.
Eventually, your dad finds out the truth, and we're going to take a look at that scene.
Okay.
I did this, and I did this for me, and I'm going to finish it for me. You can take me home if you want to, Dad. But I'm performing any minute now, and it would mean the world to me if you and Mom were there to support me. I worked so hard here, and I'm really good. I want you to hear me. Please, Dad.
What was really neat about this movie is it was about following your dreams, which I think you're just a great example of that. I mean, you've worked so hard to get where you are. Your first album sold 4 million copies, and now you have a new album out, which is it's very rock and roll. Love the sound of it. How is this self-titled album a little bit different from your last?
I think I got to have more say in what it sounded like, you know, and it's a little, like, rockier, and I got to write some on the album with my sister, which was really fun, and it's just a lot closer to, like, my personal life and what I go through, and really, like, in the past year, what I've had to go through, you know, it talks
like what
stuff.
kinds of things, Hilary?
People talking bad about you, rumors, the way I feel inside sometimes when I'm lonely traveling, you know, but it's very positive and inspiring, I think.
It's interesting, Blender magazine called you one of the most successful and influential teens in America today. I mean, when you hear something like that, it's pretty heavy for someone who just turned 17, but do you relish in the thought of being a positive role model?
Do you know what's so weird is, like, when I hear stuff like that, when I hear people saying stuff like that about me, it's almost like there's 2 different parts of me. Like, there's a part of me that goes out and does those photo shoots and acts like this, and then there's like this part of me that's so normal that doesn't even pay attention to stuff like that because it's just not real. You know, I'm like, what? I'm so normal. But
do you get to do normal things? I mean, you're so busy. Do you get to go out and just mess around? And
it gets hard sometimes, you know, especially now. It's like, even when I walk outside and I have a couple hours off in one day, which is very rare, you know, I can't even really, like, drive my car without people following me. Or, you know, if I go to a restaurant, I'm working because everyone's staring or people are coming up to the table. You know what I mean? And some of it's really hard, and I'm like, I wish I could, like, turn a button off or something. But another part of it's really flattering and keeps me wanting to, like, do things for these people, you know, and hopefully inspire them.
Yeah, it's much appreciated by parents and kids, I think, all your hard work. It's great to see you again.
Good to see you too. Thank you.
Good luck, albums, movies, concerts.
Thank you.
All that stuff. That's Hilary Duff. And the movie's called Raise Your Voice. We'll be right back. This is The Early Show on CBS.